Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the San Diego County Bicycle Coalition's podcast, The Weekly Spoke. Once again, I'm Daniel Rodriguez, joined by your other host, Elizabeth Bowersox, aka E-Dog. Since you gave me the name Dan the Taco Man, I guess we're gonna start giving everyone nicknames here at the coalition. We'll have to think one for Will for sure. But anyways, today, May 11th, we are back with another episode, episode 5. We are going to be talking about what to bring on bike rides. We kind of have it broken down into long rides and like a commute, at least I do. So I'll be talking a little bit about 2 different ways I kind of set myself up for success. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen on the road. Elizabeth, how are you doing today?
Hey, Daniel. Hey, Dan the Taco Man. E-Dog reporting for duty. I'm doing well. I just want to give our listeners a little visual of where we are. So we usually have a studio here at the office, and me and Daniel were setting up our equipment and getting everything plugged in. Like, we had so much stuff to plug in. And then all of a sudden we hear this like hose hitting the window like of this studio space, and it's just like a force. It's like a power. It's like a water powerful hose of water, and we're like, what's going on? And so it stopped, but then now there's like some generator that is producing a lot of noise. So we had to move into another space. Oh, nice. It's like a literal crane and water's squirting out. Okay. Now we're seeing it all happen. So I'm sitting on the floor of the warehouse, and Daniel's in a chair because he said he's sore and old, which no. So that's kind of funny, but I'm excited to join Daniel today and talking about the kind of equipment we use and what we bring on rides. And we're going to talk about 2 different kinds of rides. And, we're talking about long rides and then commuting, which may also be a long ride, but you have different needs for each of these rides. So how about I just start with me? So what do I bring? Not enough. That is the answer. I'm a very minimalist person, and that sometimes doesn't always help me out in the biking world, because there is so much to consider when you're out on the road. I feel like it's easy when you're driving a car. You're like, oh, I can throw stuff in my trunk, or I can have my water bottle holder, my water holder and whatever. And on the bike, the space is so limited. So I use the same bike for both my long rides and commuting. And I have a burrito bag, which sits on the handlebars. And it's quite small, actually. My iPhone 13 Pro Max doesn't even fit in the bag, so it's small. And I usually have 2 Cliff Bars and my car keys, and then I'll have my phone and like my jersey. So I typically try to wear a jersey or something with a pocket. I just recently bought some bibs from Ostroy, the camper bibs, and those have like so many different pockets to use. So that's cool. That's kind of like the up and coming thing, is having like clothes with pockets on them, but like also arrow.
Cargo shorts, that's what they're calling them now. It's like biking cargo shorts.
Oh, biking cargo shorts. That's so sick. Yeah. So we'll start with that. We'll start with that for me. That's my handlebar bag, and it's small. I should also throw a multi-tool in there, but I haven't. We'll talk about that later.
Wait, so did you say inner tube? Did you say, so no pump, no inner tube? You're just risking it. You're risking it to see how far you get. Because, I mean, you really don't go too far, right, most of the time? Or
Oh, come on, Daniel. You don't even know me. Well, the thing is that I do go far, but usually my longest rides are when I'm on a group ride, and I kind of just like think like, oh, someone's gonna have this stuff, and my length of rides has decreased in the past few months, just with the new job and new move and my new location and stuff. But that's all something I'm planning on upping my numbers. But usually, like, the big rides are on group rides, and usually most of these people have everything you need if you get a flat or whatever. And I'm also running tubeless, so I mean, there's no need to. I guess I could carry a tube, but I'm like, oh, there's probably a bike shop or whatever. So that's my piece.
I guess that's true. You do a lot of riding, like on the 101 for group rides. So I'm assuming like, oh, I could just stop in Encinitas or any like small town and get a quick fix. Cool. That's no, it's a little dangerous. I wish I had I wish I could rely on others to be prepared, but I feel like I've learned the tough way plenty of times. Yeah, where it's like, oh, I don't have to carry a tube today, and that day was the day. I actually ended up getting a flat, and Point Loma right there, like the random intersection. That's super bad. Yeah, bad stories. Cool. All right, so I guess we could talk a little bit about what I bring. So I do have like two different setups. I broke it down. I have my commuting setup, and then I have my long ride setup, which is definitely a lot more minimalistic than my commuting setup. I mean, for long rides, pretty much I bring a water bottle. I also have another bottle filled with like Noon tabs, like some flavor. I really don't like to bring like solid food on any rides, so I usually bring like candy gels or like blocks, and then I have a ton of coffee, a ton of coffee throughout the day. Yeah. Bib, shorts, keep it super basic. And then of course, like extra tube, pump, levers. I'm sorry, not a pump. CO2 tank, little tanks for sure. My helmets, and then my sunglasses. I can't go anywhere without my sunglasses. I don't understand the people that ride without sunglasses. It's almost, I feel like so much stuff gets in your eyes, right? Bugs. Yeah, bugs. I mean, just like, something dropped on my notebook. Bugs and just like trash and everything that's getting like picked up from like cars and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So yeah, that's kind of my long ride. Keep it super simple, super minimalistic. If worst comes to worst, I just have to give a phone call. So hopefully that's the worst that comes to it. But yeah, let's move over to my commuting setup here. This is a little bit more well thought out, mostly because I love commuting, and it's kind of what I do every day just to get to and from North Park to downtown. But as far as like same stuff, basics, extra tube, I do carry a pump for this one because I do have a bike that can carry the pump. I also carry a 15 millimeter wrench because I'm a fixed gear rider, so every once in a while, you gotta take the back tire out. Lights, of course. I don't know if I said lights on the other one, but yeah, I think lights. And then I do bring like some extra articles of clothing. So I do bring a windbreaker because I need it. It gets a little cold around here. Extra shirt because I sweat. When I get to work, you need to change. Yeah. Sunglasses, of course, and then I always bring a hat too because that helmet hair definitely is not the best look. Yeah, I mean, I do have a really nice bag. I don't know if you saw the yellow bike with the nice bag up front. So yeah, that bag, I forgot where I got it from, but I mean that's a super nice bag that could carry, anything and everything, bananas, water bottles, other beverages. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, that's kind of it. I like that. I like that setup really. So I don't know. Do you have any other setups that you like to talk about?
Okay, I feel like Daniel was a little bit more prepared for this than I was. All right, let's just get one thing straight here. So I have a backpack, right? And I wear it when I commute. I wish I didn't have to wear a backpack because my back gets so sweaty when I'm commuting here. And usually like when I'm commuting, I try to wear a jersey or like I always wear bib shorts. Like I like religiously wear bib shorts when I'm riding my like all bikes because there's always the risk of saddle sores, and it's just comfortable for me, and I feel faster, and I feel confident. So it's just more comfortable. But then, yeah, when I get to work, so I'll usually like in my backpack, I'll have like my sandals or a pair of shorts or leggings or another shirt. And I could wear a hat, but like it's not really like it's like not in my character. Like my character wouldn't wear a hat at work. So I like that's a tough thing about like commuting. Like you got to think about you're like your commuting person, and then you get to work, and now you're a working person, and like you have to feel good about like you have to feel good about how you feel, if that makes sense, like while you're working. So I usually try to like have some things like already in the office, like to prepare for the workday and hair stuff and whatever. And of course, the backpack's just like a catch-all. I can just throw like anything in the backpack, but I usually try to keep it really light, because oh my gosh, I've biked here with my computer and like my charger and it's horrible. It's just the computer is just like you think like, oh no, it's fine, and then you add a jacket in there, and then you add shoes, and then it's just like now weighing you down. But so lights. So I have a rear light that I think is cool. It's pretty like streamlined and bright. I used to have front lights, but I took them off. They just were kind of getting in the way of my Wahoo. And I was actually though yesterday thinking about adding them back because I biked home at 5 o'clock yesterday, and I think that was the first time I've biked home at 5, and it was kind of crazy. It was a lot of people, and there's this like intersection at Pershing and at the northeast part of Balboa where there's like the construction starts, and there's like a 4-way stop, and then like I'm on the left side, but I have to get right to go straight, and like there's always just cars lined up, and you just like never know. So like if maybe a light, you could like be seen better. And sunglasses are A1. I think I've tried to ride without sunglasses, and there's just immediately like piece of the road flies into my face.
Favorite pair of sunglasses?
Oh yeah. So Daniel just asked my favorite pair of sunglasses, and the brand, and it's my Smith sunglasses. I think they're the Ruckus model. They're like white frame and red lenses, like mirrored lenses. And they leave me with some really cool tan lines on my face in the summer when I'm riding. Like I get super freckly too, and it's like I have the raccoon face. But I like it. I like the tan lines. I like that. It just shows you're getting out there.
Hat's not your character, but
Hat
lines are.
hat isn't in my character, but tan lines are. I like to think I know myself, Daniel. That's hilarious. What else? What's in your character now? Like now that we're talking about that, like what else? I mean, you got these big old. What are these sunglasses that you have? He's actually wearing them right now on his hat here.
Yeah, so I don't know. I definitely had some difficulty trying to find some solid sunglasses, and I fell on these 100% sunglasses. I forgot what they're called exactly, but they came out with them this year. And the reason I had to buy a new pair is because I ended up losing my old pair somewhere. I think I was riding late at night and they kind of fell off my helmet, and I'm assuming I didn't hear them or something like that. But yeah, no, these are awesome. I mean, same thing. These are actually gray with the rose or like red lenses as well. And every time I'm riding, it protects my face. And I mean, yeah, I've seen rocks hit my lenses and stuff like that, and I was like, oh man, that could have been my eyeball or something. But yeah, it took me a while to get some nice lenses and stuff like that. And they're not cheap, some lenses are really expensive these days, which I'm like, wow, like what's so fancy about them? But yeah, they definitely come into play. Yeah, I was gonna ask, like you ride with bib shorts, and usually you like wear a kit or like or jersey too? Okay. I don't know. At least for me, like I'm so comfortable riding in like just shorts and a shirt, Even if I'm on like my road bike, like it's cool. I totally understand like wearing shorts because they're comfortable, but I'm like I'm only going 4 miles, and I don't know. For me, it's like especially that I work in the service industry, like I don't want to be walking behind the bar in my shorts all day. That's just me though, but I understand like that's kind of I guess that comes down to preference, right?
Yeah, and there have been times where I go on t-shirt rides and like, I'm just wearing a t-shirt, but like I have my bib shorts, and like mostly that's for my like comfort and there's just no way around that. And yeah, I mean, and then they're like, they look like Nike Pros, like, they're like, actually they're quite fitting with like my daily wardrobe anyway. So, and yeah, the jersey is just super helpful. Like, I like to take a lot of videos like on my phone. I know you do too. And so I'd like to like, I keep it in my my right pocket, and then I just, and then I have it out, and I can like do that and then just stick it back in. So that's really good. That's like really nice. And actually for Mother's Day, I got my mom a jersey, and I think it's like, I mean, she was wearing one of my like super old jerseys, and so I was like, I got to get her a new one. So I hope she uses that. But it's very useful, and then some have zippers, and you can put like your keys in there. But yeah, and then sometimes like maybe if I'm going on a mountain bike ride. So here's where it gets fun is I don't mountain bike ride a lot, and that's just because I don't have a mountain bike. But when I do, I'll like rent a bike, but I'll take out my fanny pack too. I have like a like older Lululemon fanny pack. Actually, I might have been wearing it yesterday on the staff ride, but that's super helpful for like my phone, and because usually mountain bike rides are a t-shirt ride. Like I won't really wear like a road jersey mountain biking like that. You can if you want, but I just don't. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. Do you wanna add? Oh, what sunscreen? Sunscreen's really important. Oh, and okay, now I'm thinking about it. I usually wear like a jersey, and then I have like a neck gaiter or like a bib. It's not a bib. It's not called a bib, but like a neck gaiter. I almost religiously also wear that. Like I just like the look of it, and then also it protects your neck from the sun. So I think that's really important. Like being out in the sun is awesome, but you also have to be aware that like there's some downfalls to that.
No, I like that you brought up the neck gaiter because I remember I bought one when the pandemic started, and it's mostly because like, oh, I'm gonna do a lot of outside cycling, so if I'm gonna be hanging out with people, like I don't know, I'm not really gonna wear a mask. I mean, I did wear a mask. I'm not saying I'm anti-mask, but different podcast. No, just kidding. But no, yeah, it's like it's super convenient because it protects your neck. It also collects the sweat, which is kind of nice. Yeah, snot into it, and then if it's like windy or if you're like commuting late at night, it's nice to kind of keep your neck warm too. Because like a lot of times like if it's just windy, you're just feeling the wind going down your shirt, and like it's especially if you're like all sweaty and you get that cold chill. Yeah, it's not not what I want. But yeah, I think that's all I have for like my checklist or like what to bring. I mean, of course, everyone is a little different, so. If you guys think we missed something, let us know in the comments below or hit us up on Instagram. But yeah, I think I will wrap up the main topic. Before we take off, though, we do have a couple of announcements here. We have some classes. Elizabeth, you want to talk about that?
May is Bike Month, so we have lots of classes going on like every single weekend in the month of May. Make sure to check out our offerings at sdbikecoalition.org. Classes are free. You guys, this is awesome. Like, I think more things should be free, and this is one of them, and it's extremely valuable. If you have any questions on how to ride your bike, if you have a new e-bike and whatnot, make sure to check out the classes. And May 19th is Bike to Work Day. We have a pit stop here at the office. If you want to meet us at 6 a.m., we're here from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. On Thursday, May 19th, and it's tropical themed, and we're going to have some coffee and donuts and things for you. So make sure to come check us out.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that Bike to Work Day. I think I'm going to hit up a couple pit stops too and, I don't know, collect whatever they're giving out because I hear sometimes they give out some cool stuff, so we'll see. Definitely ride your bike there. Aside from that, though, guys, we are also having the Bike Summit, which is going to be happening in a month from now, actually, so we're also stoked about that. Tons of great speakers, really fun activities, group rides, and presentations kind of talking about, cycling culture, infrastructure, and advocacy in San Diego County. So make sure to head to our website and sign up for that. And last but not least, we're also doing a fundraiser for this month We're trying to get to, I think, 15,000 is the goal. And we're doing well. We're doing well so far. Every time you donate, I think a certain amount, you do get like free gear, like a free t-shirt. Okay. Yeah, if you donate 60, you get a free t-shirt, and there's like a couple other perks that you guys get for each donation. And if whenever you donate, you automatically become a member of the coalition, which is super cool. Helps us continue doing cool stuff like this podcast and free classes. Aside from that, check us out on social media. Follow us there for updates and events. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And check us out on Spotify, guys. We will see you next Wednesday, where we talk to Andy Hanshaw, our director, about the Bike Summit. So we'll see. Any last words, Elizabeth?
My last words is we thought we lost the podcast, but we're so glad we didn't. Well, we're happy to be here chatting with you, and make sure to leave some comments, and we want to know what you want to hear us talk about. So thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week.